Grand Rising, everybody. So today's topic is going to be the conversation featuring Hazel E and Masika Part 2. Reality stars Hazel E and Masika have had a long-standing feud going back years. Claims from both sides, including issues such as trafficking, plastic surgery, and child endangerment, have been tossed back and forth, armed with different agendas and opinions. The ladies finally decide to sit down face to face and try to settle their differences, but can they? So at this point, I don't even think Masika really came to talk. She wanted to fight. Like I said before, when it comes to children and husbands and families, family and children are off limits when you're arguing with somebody. So basically, she was like, bitch, I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to do this to you and blah, blah, blah. So then at this point, Hazel E is pissed off as well. And the disgusting part that Masika said was called Hazel's 8-week-old baby an ape. She insulted Hazel E's husband by calling him a lesbian girl and hinting that he's gay. And then was like, she was saying mother to father talking to Hazel, and she was just calling her ugly dog face. And just saying some pretty horrible stuff. Now, I'm used to the European talking to somebody that looked like me that way, but it's disgusting when your own people sit up and talk to you like that. Like, pretty much, I don't mess with Masika and like years ago I stopped following Hazel E because she was saying some really racist stuff about dark-skinned women, black women, calling us nappy-headed hoes and black ass and like some messed up stuff. So both of them are ignorant, and it's funny. Masika was all mad at Trina like 6-7 months ago when people were rioting and protesting in Florida because Trina called the people animals. But you sat here and did the same damn thing. And it's weird because Masika was looking way darker on the show, but then when I see her on live or the internet, she looks lighter. I wonder if she bleached her skin. So basically, at this point, the conversation between Hazel E and Masika is definitely over. And then all of a sudden, when the security split them up, one of Hazel's people came in the dressing room and basically punched Masika in her face, ripped her real hair, and took her wig. And she was like, what the F is going on? What the F is going on? And at this point, all of Hazel E's friends was not happy. Like, how you be talking about a baby who was 8 weeks old? You were just mad that Hazel E talked about your daughter years ago, but you did the same thing. So how could you really get mad? You know what I mean? So at this point, Masika's like, I need my mother effing wig. Beep, boo, boo, boo. At this point, there's glass everywhere, and then Masika decides to call the cops. You be talking mad crap and stuff on the internet, and you think you can beat up any and everybody, but you got beat up, and now you're going to call the cops? Hold on a second. I know in the first sit down, you threw a glass at Hazel E. Excuse me. So Hazel E has, at this point, can call the police for assault as well. I mean, if my peoples was getting into it with my enemy, and basically you're talking about my child because you're mad, of course somebody from my team's gonna come put the paws on you. How you gonna call the police? That's stupid as hell. So after that, I guess the Zeus Network was like telling Hazel and her team to leave. But like Masika started the violence first. Think about it. You threw a glass. You said all these insults. You didn't think that somebody was going to hit you, even if it wasn't Hazel. And even Hazel said, I'm not here to fight. I really want to understand what issues this hoe has with me. She called her all types of prostitutes and said stuff about trafficking. They both did. And my thing was this trafficking and human trafficking happens in real life. How is this shit funny as a jab? Excuse my language, but little children, women, boys get kidnapped for reals in this stuff. We know. And organ trafficking and crap, this is not funny. And slavery to this day still happens. I'm just saying that's not funny. And you both ladies were real immature. So they're like getting them out the house. And Hazel's like, well, call me a car. I want to get the F out of here. And then one of the guys is like, she called the cops, y'all. And she's trying to press charges. So Hazel's like, well, the threw a glass at me, so I'm going to press charges. So then some light-skinned dude I never seen was like talking to them. And he was like, my nigga, this started it first. So how you trying to put us the F out? She started the violence first. And then Masika was like, I need my effing wig. So then they was like, can you please give her wig back? And she's like, I don't know if my finger's broken or if it's jammed. Who's going to drive my car? Blah, 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 blah. See, a lot of us talk plenty of cash money, SHIT, and then get mad when we get the pause put on us. So really, through all the drama, Hazel E and Masika never really got anywhere in their conversation. I really think Masika just wanted to fight, which will never settle. And then the way she was talking to Hazel, it sounded like you're jealous because she's making more money and you're not. It's alleged that you scam people with these get-rich stuff and COVID relief stuff. That's no way to live. At a point before this, you were squandering in the house that you claimed was yours and that your landlord was going to sue you. So get it together. Scamming people ain't no way to make money. And I'm going to say allegedly, because what goes around comes around. You do it to the wrong person, your lights could get put on. I'm just saying. So it was just real crazy. Just violence. And even her husband was like, but this bitch talked about my daughter and she's acting crazy and blah, blah, blah. What goes around comes around. So their conversation was pretty much pointless. And I was disappointed in how both parties act. Because if you really came to settle some issues, no matter how upset someone makes you, you keep calm like when you talk like this. I mean, I would have told my people, no matter what happens, don't revert to violence. And pretty much, if Masika wanted to, she could sue Hazel E's team and Zeus. But she instigated the fight. So I'm like, man, as a Asiatic woman and the one that loves her people, it's just like we need to stop fighting each other and doing hurtful stuff together. We need to come together and want to work together to do better, because at the end of the day, one day your daughter's going to see your ass on Instagram, Masika, showing that bare booty, doing your whorish ways on the internet. And just like the things that Hazel seen, one day your daughter's going to see this stuff. That's why I be telling people, be careful what you post, because one day this crap could bite you in the butt and at the wrong time. It's not cute to be acting a fool, because that's all I really see on reality TV is my people acting crazy as hell, acting a fool. Like for what? Because you having a bad day for a check. I mean, my dignity is worth more than money. I'm just saying, from loving hip-hop to growing up hip-hop to Bad Girls Club, all these shows just show us acting a damn fool. And then we wonder why people think we're loud, ghetto, and ignorant, throwing drinks, being a fool. Come on now, at a point you got to get past that crap and not engage. That's what I've learned. sometimes it's best not to engage in BS because what's the point? You look crazy. Now, the only time I say I would have to resort to getting a little physical is if someone puts their hands on me. Point blank and period. We don't play that. But thank you for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you.